Hello, I'm Simon and you are very welcome to the field. I usually make little videos about my projects down here and you can find them at Ambient Field Reports on YouTube. I'm hoping to give you the benefit of my experience with some gadgets for sort of, you know, first level off-grid stuff and camping and even some outdoor lighting in your backyard. So that's the sort of thing I'm going to be talking about. No one's given me any money, unfortunately, if I mention a particular product or a store. It's just my experience. Hello. Need a bit of TLC, these ones. So yeah, don't forget candles. They're lovely to have around. You can, despite what some people say, but this is on you, not me, you can use these in a tent if you're careful. And on a cold night they will add 11 watts, like another person worth of heat to the system in your tent. But that's on you. If you decide that that's too dangerous, well, you're more intelligent than me. I'll have to fix that later. Candles! Okay, let's go medieval. Paraffin lamps. Inherently dangerous, but yet still the nanny state hasn't banned them, and you can buy them. You need to buy a wick which dips into a paraffin reservoir down here. You can get paraffin at DIY shops and hardware stores, and yeah, you can push the wick up and down and that affects the flame and the rate of flow. Really nice light, funny smell, dangerous. I mean, we took these camping with our children when they were 6 or so and nobody died. It's possible, but that's on you, isn't it? You're an adult, make your own decisions. These ones though, make sure they're fully surrounded by glass with good ventilation, and you can hang them up with a little S-hook or bend some suitable wire. Yeah, just make sure they're enclosed and have good ventilation and you'll be fine. Candles, lovely. I like the scented ones. Okay, that's the primitive stuff. Let's get them over there and we'll move on to electric lighting. Alright, the first camp lamp we got was this thing. Needs recharging, unfortunately. About 14 years ago. These are still available, unbelievably, for 6 or 7 quid, and they are useful. They work with rechargeable batteries, or non-rechargeable batteries if you're evil. Yeah, and that provides useful light. It's got a little hanger, hang them up. Voila. This is showing its age, but I still use it from time to time. This is a pound shop solution. It's rubbish. And right, what have we got? This is a B&Q thing. It's either a torch or a mood light. Not bad. That was about 8 quid, 9 quid, I think. Worth having. This was a Lidl solution from a few years ago. If you're using these LEDs, it only lasts half an hour. The torch is alright. Yeah. So those aren't recommended. Let's get to what is recommended. This one came from B&Q. It's got, again, it's got replaceable batteries. Very handy. It's got different selections of light, but it's, all of these lights so far are just pure white LED. I'm not a big fan, but that is a useful lamp with a hanger or on a table. That's nice. This is my favourite. Costs money. This is about £24, I think, for one light, but it lasts 4 or 5 nights. It's if you're on a medium setting, because you control, it's got a sort of off-white lighting, which I like, and if you've got that medium brightness, because you control that too, you'll get 10 or 12 hours out of this. It's brilliant. So you don't, I mean, this is USB charged, so that's useful. You can also use it as a battery to charge up your phone or something. So that is a very useful product. I got it on Amazon. This is Sivton, but I'm sure there's other alternatives. That's the style. Got a little carabiner type thing here to hang it. It's also magnetic. That's my favourite. I might get another one of those next year. So that's really good. So that's camp lighting. Torches. Of course, you don't often need a torch, do you? Because I like shiny things. I've got a £40 torch. Why? I don't know. It gives me pleasure. Shut up. I like scaring bunnies at 50 metres. You can control the width of the beam and the brightness, and completely irrelevant, but it gives me pleasure. But of course, I just use that when I'm really drunk. This one is a little power bank and a little torch combined, and that's fine for everyday use. Pocket size, that's great. Torches, you need them or you don't. You don't have to spend a lot of money on a torch these days. They're great. Cool, let's look at string lights. It's a whole world of pain. Okay. Here is one set of string lights that aren't working. I store them by wrapping them around a piece of wood. Are they on? No. Yeah, you can replace the batteries, and I'm just really, I've got to get round to checking to see if that's what's wrong with them. So that's just a question of me finding the time and having the right screwdriver to get in. So they're cheap and cheerful, aren't they? And you think they'll be lovely in my garden or something, and you wrap them around a tree trunk, and a cat uses it to help get up the tree and knackers them within a few weeks. Or there's a wind and it rubs these little wires and they break, and there you go. So they're disappointing, these things, but there are some ways you can make them work, and I'm going to show you how you can turn a cheap and cheerful string light into something that's a bit less disappointing. Yeah, come with me. So about 3 years ago I had some fun making these, and the aluminium came from a conservatory that was being taken down, and I just used hand rivets and a vise to shape them and hold the frame together, and then put these lights on them. The only one of these three that's still working is the heart, and that uses a stick-on, solar powered, really handy, fun. I've made a little light sculpture, an art installation, but again 2 of those have to be fixed. To be fair, 3 years in. Here in the barn I've got these wonderful lights. These are great. So once again, they're solar powered. Each of them comes with a little hook, little attachment you can put like a cup hook. So that's really good. So I'm hoping this is, you know, a semi-permanent setup. They are a bit better than just ambient light. It's not like I could do woodwork in here, but you can certainly, they provide enough light to come in and find something at night. Yeah, nice. Again, off-white. I got those from Amazon. Let's go and look at the box to see if there's an identifying brand on it. This thing came with a remote control, which seems totally useless to me. That's not much help, is it? Anyway, remember the shape of those bulbs? That'll help you find it. If you look up solar string lights, I recommend those. Very good. Let's go over here, because I've got some practical ideas for these to work in your garden for a bit more than a few weeks. So let's have a look at that. So there you go. I like these little bobble lights, and I've got them spread over about 10 metres here across a span, and I'm going to show you how to do that. First thing to say is that you've been doing your washing line wrong, okay? You need washing line with some metal running through the middle. You cut it using tin snips, or if you've got a good pair of pliers, the blade will just about cut them. There you go. And you also need these things, which the packet says are single wire rope clip. There you go. It's got a little look like that. You can also get away with this stuff if it's purely for not laundry. It's no good for that, but it might work better for this in certain situations. This is just steel cable, 1.5mm, which is going to be enough for this job. So what you do, you wrap it round a tree. And you get the cable coming through here. Brother out cable, do what you're supposed to do. And you make a loop. And this loop is wrapped around a tree branch of some kind, and when you've got it, you get it up nice and tight. A little ratchet fella like this works, because you've got minimal space. And once you've got that all nice and tight, that is solid. That is not going to change. That is stuck. So this is a semi-permanent solution. Then you can stretch it and do the same at the other end, and you've got a nice solid base for a washing line, or for to drape some lights along. I've just held them on with this little gardener's wire, which is great. While I'm at it, the tarpaulin, which I've become an expert at, look at this thing. This has a screw feature. There's a similar product with just a slippy band. They're not as good. You can attach that to here rather than a tree branch, and attach this end to a tarpaulin. Again, it'll stay up once you get it right for a week or two. Magnificent. So there you go. That's how you can. It'll make the string lights last longer. And I like these bobbly lights. There's just less to go wrong.